Hello and welcome back here to Janet Tate Stadium, Northern Chattanooga, Tennessee, as we get ready for day 11 of the Scenic City Collegiate League Summer of 2026. Smokies and Rain will go to work here to start us off in the morning matchup. 9 a.m. start time here, 9:01. We're about a minute behind, but that's okay. We can get ready for the number one versus number two seeds here in the standings. Smokies still undefeated on the year. They are 10-0 on the season. Rain come up with the loss last night. They now sit at 5-5. They sit at a tie for second with the Red Bats. They have the run differential advantage, so they sit in second place. Two seed teams will get ready to battle it out once more. It'll be Alyssa Malcolm starting on the mound for this Smoky squad. She'll face Ava Barnes for the first time here today. She'll lead off as the first baseman, wearing number 10. As first pitch to her is a called strike to go down 0-1. Johnny Patterson will follow her up in the 2 spot here this morning. She will wear number 1 in center field. Allie Shreve will be in the 3 spot wearing number 8 in right field. Lauren Jamerson will be in the 4 spot wearing number 5 in left as this one stays away, makes it 1-1. Madeline Hall will be at the DP position here this morning. She will wear number 12 in the 5 spot. Tia Recrozio will be at second base here on the morning. She will wear number 6 in that 6 spot. Amanda Ray Leach, the DP, as this one stays outside, 2-1. Will step in to the 7th spot in the lineup. She will wear number 13 as the DP as well. Lozer, the shortstop, who will hit 8. She will wear number 2. Boudreau, the catcher, will be behind the plate once more in the 9 hole. She will wear number 11. Jordan Tong, who led off yesterday, now hits in the 10 hole today. This one stays outside, makes it 3-1. She will wear number 15 once more. Shelby Buffington will get the start for this Rain squad. She will not hit, though. The Rain will bat 10. Barnes in the leadoff spot for the first time this season. She has a 3-1 count in her favor. Now hits it hard. First base side, off the legs of Paget. Trying to pick it up as Pesek. She will indeed the first in time. A 3-4-3 ground out. And now it brings up Patterson with one away. The Barnes grounds out to start off the ball game, and now it brings up the Stetson product for the first time here this morning. She had the tying Little League homer in yesterday's match where she tripled to right and then came home to score on the missed relay. She'll face off against Malcolm for the first time here in the morning. First pitch outside, ball 1. Beautiful morning here in northern Chattanooga, Tennessee. Another clear skies. It's going to be about that mid to high 80s today. A little bit humid, not too terrible, hopefully. Could be another scorcher, though. No cloud cover this time around. The 1-0. Takes outside, makes it 2-0. Back-to-back morning matchups here once again. We'll have the Red Bats and the Bandits battling it out for the first time in what feels like forever here later today. That's scheduled for 11:30. Smokies and Rain continue to battle it out here in this top of the first inning. No score, one away. The 2-0 to Patterson. Swung on and missed. 2-1. Patterson in yesterday's matchup. That 5-hole yesterday. Walk, a triple. That came around to score and a double for her. For 3 on the evening yesterday. Takes this one just a tad too low. Makes it 3-1. First base runner of the morning for the Rain here in the top half of the frame. No score here again. Rain and Smokies will start us off here on day 11. 3-1 from Malcolm. Hits it hard down the right field line. Fair ball to the wall. It'll go. Picked off in right field by Horner. It'll be a single for Patterson. First hit of the ball game. Puts a runner on with fantastic speed and still only 1 out. 3 straight hits now for Patterson in her last 3 appearances. She has reached 4 out of her last 4 times. Now it brings up the dangerous Allie Shreve, tonight's right fielder. First time here in the morning. Patterson with 4 stolen bases already this season. See if she's off the first pitch. First pitch stays out and away, makes it 1-0. Jamerson will hit next, the left fielder. Shreve comes up, went 0 for 4 in yesterday's matchup. Team leaders in OPS this season. The 1-0. Takes it high and away for a strike, 1-1. One away, 1 out. Ground out from Barnes, the single to right from Patterson. Both hits have been to the right field side today here already. Next pitch out and away, makes it 2-1. Shreve, the right fielder, was at third base yesterday. Got into right field for a moment there. Primarily the corner infielder, right fielder, the Ohio native. 2-1 from Balcom. Skies it, left-hand side and foul ground. Supin will not be able to get there as it lands on the dugout, makes it 2-2. Just trying to work this top half of the frame. She'll get her third start, I believe, of the season here now for this Smokies squad. She'll be relieved by Avery Shamblin later on in this ball game, but she'll get the start here, the hard-throwing Oakland U product, the right-hander. Macomb, Michigan on the mound here today. 2-2 to Shreve. Takes it away in the dirt, makes it a full count. Patterson still stays at first. No chances here to try and steal one from Jasmine Mack behind the plate, the battery today for the Smokies. Three-two to Shreve. Down and in, ball 4, no throwdown. It'll be second and first with one away. Patterson was off with the jump, but doesn't matter. She's able to get into second base either way. Shreve takes a walk, 1 out, second and first, and Jasmine Mack will go chat now with her pitcher. And it brings up Lauren Jamerson. So now Jamerson, the former teammate of these two talking on the mound, Jasmine Mack and Alyssa Balcom were both a part of the Smoky Mountain Reign last season. They joined up with the Smokies this year as Joe Guthrie, head coach of this Smoky squad, is able to poach them. Jamerson rejoins up with this Reign squad. She'll get a chance here now with second and first and only one away to face off against her former teammate. As the now Division II product steps to the plate for the first time here this morning in left field. Johnny Patterson at second, Shreve at first. Great speed here in scoring position now for this Reign squad. Reign trying to take an early advantage here in the top of the first, no score. First pitch sits outside, makes it 1-0. Now just trying to settle in here for this first inning. She was able to get the first out of Barnes on the ground out. Gives up the single to Patterson and walks Shreve. Facing Jamerson now for the first time here in the morning. Takes the next one for a strike, makes it 1-1. Ball would hit next to DP. Jamerson in yesterday's matchup, 0 for 4 as well. She did reach on a fielder's choice at one point, but the 1-1 takes it outside again, now makes it 2-1. The rising redshirt senior sees the 2-1. Hits it hard. Third base side, gets through and into left field. Patterson's going to hold the bases now loaded. Still only 1 out. Supin went to cover the third base bag, understandably. I don't think she would have had a play on that ball unless she made the diving grab. Gitter was not going to be deep enough in the hole to make the play, and now the base is loaded. Still only 1 out, and Balcom's in trouble here to start us off at the top of the first. Brings up Madeline Hill. Now Madeline Hall comes to the plate. Walking a single for her yesterday. 1 for 3 in total. 2 out of 4 times and comes up with 1 out, and the base is loaded. First pitch to her is high for ball 1. All the usual first baseman for this Reign squad. Left-handed hitter out of Mississippi Christian steps in. One 0 from Balcom. Been high and away. Will be called a strike. 1-1. Crozio would come up next to second base, and then she also went 0 for 4 in yesterday's matchup. Or it's going to be 0 for 3 for her. Ball now with Patterson at third, Shreve at second. Lauren Jamerson at first with 1 away. Takes the 1-1 outside, puts it 2-1. So after getting the first batter out via the ground out, a single, a walk, and another single, have loaded the bases for the Reign, trying to take an early lead in this one. Malcolm calls time here, trying to get an understanding with Jasmine Mack. The 2-1. Skies it out to left field. Backing up as the left fielder in Wandell. She'll make the grab on the foul line. Patter's going to attack. She will score standing. The Reign take a 1-0 lead on the sacrifice fly from Madeline Hall. And now 2 away here in the top of the first. Just put enough pop in it to get it all the way almost to the wall. It allows Patterson to score easily. And now second and first with 2 away for the second baseman, Crozio. First pitch from Balcom, chops it, shortstop side. Nice pick by Huter, throws the first in plenty of time. That'll end the inning. We go to the bottom half of the frame. 2 hits, 1 walk, no errors. 2 runners do get left stranded. The Reign, though, take an early 1-0 lead. The Smokies will have to try and respond here in the bottom half of the frame. Can they do it again? We'll find out here in just a moment. From Janet Tate Stadium, Northern Chattanooga, Tennessee, you've been watching Scenic City Collegiate League Softball. Here on the morning of Day 11, Game 1 between these two sides. Smokies trying to stay undefeated. Reign trying to see if they can get themselves back over 500. We'll be back in just a moment. Bottom of the first inning we go. 1-0 now your score. The Smoky Mountain Reign have taken the lead over the Smokies here through the top half of 1. We go to the bottom of the frame here from Janet Tate Stadium in northern Chattanooga, Tennessee. As we'll have the Reign head out to the field. Shelby Buffington will get the start here tonight. She took the loss in last night's game after going an inning in third. She did take a stinger off the ankles in last night's matchup. She's good to go here on the morning game. She'll face off against the dangerous Smokies lineup as Jasmine Mack, the catcher, will lead us off here for the first time this season wearing number 14. Maya Wandell will follow her up, the left fielder wearing number 4. She will hit second. Riley Patrick, the second baseman, will wear 15 and hit third. First pitch from Buffington in the lower half of the zone, called a strike, 0-1. Supin will hit fourth. The third baseman will wear number 1. Huter in the 5 spot will be at shortstop today wearing number 3. Macy Burkhart will be the DP here on the morning. She will hit 6th as time is called. She will wear number 9. Logan Corrine, center field once more, will wear number 6 in the 7th spot. Laura Padgett will hit 8th. She will be at first base wearing number 12. Maria Horner will be in right field. She will wear number 11. Keep an eye on her. We might see her actually pitch for the Reign here on the morning, but nonetheless, Alyssa Balcom again pitching today. She will not hit, though. Next pitch to Mack is fouled over the right-hand side. Down the line it goes in play. Trying to make the grab, and she will indeed, is Ali Shreve. That'll be out number 1. Kind of shaded more towards right center, is able to run it down in foul ground and make the basket catch for out number 1. Now it brings up Wandell for the first time here on the morning. Buffington just needs 2 pitches to get the leadoff hitter down. Now it brings up the ball product for the first time here in the morning. First pitch stays high, makes it 1-0. So the utility player, today's left fielder. She's pretty much played every position you could ask besides catcher and first base. He'll take a big hack at this low fastball, makes it 1-1. Primarily played middle infield and outfielding spots. Played center, left, short, second, a little bit of third as well. You haven't really seen her in right, but that's just because it's been mostly Horner and Padgett out there, and Tatum McCall. This one stays low once more, makes it 2-1. Rangers' Riley Peshek will come up next. Wandall stepping in. 2-1 the count in her favor. One away after the pop out from J-Mac. The 2-1. Takes a first strike, makes it 2-2. Half the plate looking nice once again here if you're a pitcher. 1-0 your score after the sacrifice fly from Madeline Hall. This one inside, called. Strike 3 delayed. Strike 3 called. 2 away in the frame. 2 down now brings up Riley Peshek. Started this season 10 for 10. Looking to see if she can get herself hot back at the plate. She takes the first pitch for a strike to go down 0-1. She took part in the Chill versus Smoke series, for those that remember that from last weekend. Pro Softball League Series. You'll see the 0-1. Takes it up and in for a strike, 0-2. Side and outside already looking good here if you're a pitcher already. 2 outs, nobody on. 0-2 to Peshek. Swung on and missed, strike 3. That'll end the frame. Clean inning for Buffington. No hits, no errors. Nobody gets on base. We go to the top half of the second. 1-0 your score. Rain lead over the Smokies early in this one. We'll go to the top half of the frame. We'll see if the Smokies are able to keep the Rain offense down, or can the Rain tack on a few more? We'll find out here in just a moment. From Janet Tate Stadium, Northern Chattanooga, Tennessee, you've been watching Day 11 of the Scenic City Collegiate League. We'll be back in just a moment here for the top half of the second inning. Top of the second inning we go. 1-0 your score. The Smoky Mountain Rain lead over the Smokies here through 1. Amanda Ray Leach will come up 7-8-9 for this Rain squad. It'll be the DP, the shortstop Loser, and the catcher Boudreau, who will step up now for the first time here in the morning. They'll face Balcom here for the first time today. Rain already ahead 1-0. Balcom will face off against the former Choo-Choo player. Takes it for strike 1. Balcom, who was the former Rain player last year, will face off against Leach, who was the former Choo-Choo. They now switch up. Leach steps in for the Rain now, the former squad of Balcom, and Balcom makes their change over to the Smokies this season. We'll see the 0-1. Take first strike, 0-2. Leach now the JUCO product facing off against the Oakland U product on the mound from Macomb, Michigan. The Mississippi native at the plate sees the 0-2. Takes it too far outside, makes it 1-2. Loser and Boudreau would come up next. Leach started the matchup in yesterday's game. Went 1 for 2 with a single and a walk. This one's fouled off, still 1-2. Primarily P.O. and college has done an excellent job here at swinging the bat this season for the Rain. He does have a 2-run homer this season over the scoreboard and left. 1-2. Hits it softly, back to second base. Peshek's got to be quick with it. Throws to first in plenty of time. Out number 1. Balcom let it roll for her second baseman to make the play. Now it brings up the utility player in Loser, tonight's shortstop, with one down. Loser in yesterday was darn near everything you could ask for the Rain. 2 singles, a triple. He went 3 for 4. First pitch away for a strike, 0-1. The 0-1 from Balcom. Fouls it off, stays alive. Throw would hit next. Tong in the hole, given the chance. It'll be 9 and 10 up next. In the 8 hole here today, and it's second in yesterday's evening matchup against the Rain, or against the Red Bats, excuse me. She'll now see the 0-2. This one too far outside, makes it 1 and 2. Bloomsburg College product, the JUCO. Sees the 1-2. It's sky high up and out of play, still 1 and 2. Loser, primarily a middle infielder catcher. Pretty much player wherever you need. She plays an outfield as well. One of 2 players with 2 triples this year. Takes this one down and away, makes it 2 and 2. The other one is Mally Corson, funny enough, again, of that Red Bat squad. She's one of 4 players this year with a triple. The 2-2. Bounces into her, one hopper to the plate, makes it a full count. She's able to work it full after going down 0 and 2. Three-two from Balcom. Stays high, ball 4. Runner on with 1 out. Now the dangerous Loser gets on, and it brings up Boudreaux with 1 away. So runner on with 1 down. Brings up the catcher, Kaylin Boudreaux. 2 singles and a sac fly for her yesterday. She'll take ball 1. She struck out swinging in her last at-bat, but brought home the go-ahead, or excuse me, the tying runs both times she got her singles in yesterday's matchup. Go out to center. Her final at-bat for the sacrifice fly. This one stays away once more, makes it 2-0. There was strong speed here on the base path. Give her a chance she can try and swipe it back. The 2-0. Taking for a strike, makes it 2-1. Tong would hit next, given the chance. Third baseman who led off in yesterday's game in a right field. Now the 2-1. It's an outside, called a strike, 2 and 2. We might need the oar paddles here today. The 2-2 to Boudreaux. Takes this one high and away, now makes it full count once more. Back full counts now. The lows are now Boudreaux. Malcolm trying to work this clean second, possibly down 1-0 here early in this one. 3-2. Swung on and missed. Strike 3. 2 away in the frame. First strikeout here on the morning for Balcom. And now it brings up the dangerous Jordan Tong with 2 outs. Now Tong, who led off in yesterday's game, now hitting in the 10 spot. Takes the first pitch for a strike, makes it 0-1 for the player who's usually hit during the middle part of the lineup. Brings a lot of pop to the plate for the Greensboro College product, the D3 member. Thinking of Anna Frazier, for those that remember the playoff hero last season, the 0-1. Takes it high and away, makes it 1-1. Loser at first, 2 outs. 1-0 your score. The Rain lead early in this one. The sac fly from Madeline Hall has given them the lead. 1-1 to Tong. Down in the dirt, 2-1. Loser's on the go. Thrown out's a good one. No tag. She's in safely. Buter couldn't apply it as she just flew around the tag. A stolen base for Loser, and now a runner in scoring position with 2 outs. She almost overslid the bag at second base. Huter tried to make the tag as she ran in to cover. 2-1 to Tong. Swung on and missed, 2-2. Chance to tack on an extra run here, possibly for the rain. I'm trying to see if he can score. Loser. Now it's second after the stolen base. The 2-2. Takes it down and away, makes it a full count. She stays alive. Top of the order will come up next. It'll be Ava Barnes, who grounded out the first her last time. The 3-2 from Balcom. Takes it called, strike 3, and that will end the inning. We go to the bottom of the frame. No hits, 1 walk, no errors made. 1 runner does get left stranded. We go to the bottom half of the second inning. 1-0 your score. Rain still lead over the Smokies. We'll try and see if they can put up some runs here and get themselves back in this ball game in just a moment. From Janet Tate Stadium, Northern Chattanooga, Tennessee, we go to the bottom half of the second frame. The Scenic City Collegiate League. We're right back at the quick break. The team in black and white will come up. Shelby Buffington and the team in blue and white will go to work on the field. We'll be back in just a moment. Bottom of the second inning, we go 1-0 your score. The Rain lead over the Smokies here through the top half of 2. We go to the bottom half of the frame. 4, 5, and 6 come up for the Smokies. Dangerous part of the lineup coming up. Supin, Huter, and Burkhart. They'll step in for the first time here on the morning and face off against Shelby Buffington. So the Mississippi State Bulldog, the Phoenix City, Alabama native, will face off against Buffington for the first time and take one inside for a strike, 0-1. Supin steps in for the first time tonight. Utility infielder, played some outfield as well. Extremely low stance. One down and away, makes it 1-1. Huter would come up next. Burkhart in the hole. 4, 5, and 6 coming up for the Smokies squad. They find themselves down 1-0 here in the bottom of 2. Nobody on, nobody out as Supin leads us off. The 1-1. Inside, called a strike, 1-2. SC Brock, the rising sophomore, comes up for the first time here in the morning. Sees the 1-2. This one way outside, now 2-2. Trying to work the inner and outer halves of the plate. Looked good for both sides here already this morning. The 2-2. Fouls it off, stays alive. Who also took part in that Chill versus Smoke Professional Softball League expedition last weekend. But they would have reached twice in the series. Comes up for the first time here in the morning. We'll see the 2-2 from Buffington. Takes it way high, now works it full after going down 0-2. Huter would come up next, the Alabama State product. 3-2 to Supin. Hits it right back up the middle, off the glove of Buffington, picked up by Loser, no throw to first in time. A runner on to lead us up, another one that's ripped off of Buffington. It went right off of the heel of her glove. Thankfully, I think it was at least enough protection that she didn't get one like she did yesterday where it bounced off of her wrist or off of her shins. Loser tried to make the play from shortstop, but Supin with fantastic speed reaches. It'll be an infield single with nobody out. Brings up Huter. Now, the home run leader this season with 6 comes to plate for the first time this morning. He takes one high. Supin's on the go. Throw down, not in time. Supin with a stolen base. First pitch, she runs. Runner in scoring position with nobody out. 1-0. Fouls it off, stays alive, makes it 1-1. Nobody out after the leadoff single for Supin, trying to see if she can be the tying run once more here for this Smoky squad. They find themselves down early in this 1-1 nothing. Alabama State product utility player from the infielder-outfielder duo. Also played darn near every position. The only one she hasn't really played is first base and catcher. Team in OPS this season as well. 16 RBIs, her second most on the team. She leads the team in homers with 6. 1-1. Takes it inside for a ball. Supin breaks for third. She's in on a slide. Runner now at third with nobody out. Back-to-back stolen bases for the aggressive Supin. Two on to Huter. Takes it down and away for a strike. 2-2. Burkhart will come up next. The DP this morning, the usual catcher for this Smoky squad. But at third, you can drive her in easily if you get anything in the field. The 2-2. Takes it too far outside, makes it a full count. Trying to see if he can drive in another RBI and take sole possession of second. It's tied with 16 with Ali Supin. 3-2. Hits it softly, shortstop side. Loser's got it. Did she get it on the grab? She thought she caught it through the air. They're going to say it hit the ground. It's going to be a single for Huter. She went with the throw to third because she thought she caught it in the air. They're going to say she did not. We sit at a draw at 1 apiece now. So Supin scores. Huter to first. Nobody out, and it brings up Burkhart. 1-1 now your score. First pitch stays in the dirt, makes it 1-0. The infield umpire didn't really have a way of seeing where that ball was going to land. He was stuck behind Loser, so he couldn't see if she trapped it or if she caught it. The home plate umpire said that she had to trap it, that it found dirt first. Next one stays high, makes it 2-0. She thought she made the grab in the air, went to third with it to try and tag up on Supin, who broke for the plate immediately. Instead of having a double play, it's a run scored and still nobody out, the 2-0. Take the first strike. Here comes Huter into second. Throw in, not in time. Another stolen base. Runner to second with still nobody out. Third stolen base in the inning already here for the Smokies. Logan Curry would come up next here. Still nobody out for Burkhart. Let's see if she can drive in Huter and give the Smokies the lead. 2-1 stays high, makes it 3-1. Got a 1-1 draw here in the bottom of the second inning. RBI single from Huter. 3-1. Takes it first strike, 3-2. Jacksonville youth product, teammate of Tatum McCool, who's on the bench here to start us off today for the Smokies. Teammate of A.K. Hagan of the Red Bats as well. 3-2. Takes it for called, strike 3, 1 away. One down now in the frame as Burkhart goes down looking. Third strikeout already for Buffington. Brings up Logan Curry, the center fielder. So now the Iowa Hawkeye steps to the plate. First pitch, fouls it off, makes it 0-1. Ends up the man cutting grass to our right. Curry, primarily center fielder. We haven't really seen her play any other position so far this year. She's the 0-1. Takes it high, makes it 1-1. Uter now at second after the stolen base. She drove in the tying run of Supin to start us off. Laura Paget will come up next if given the opportunity. Next one taken on the outer half for a strike, makes it 1-2. 7 straight Division I products here in the lineup for the Smokies, 1 through 7, all Division I players. Paget's the only one who isn't technically, she's just from NAIA, but still, she's also been dangerous at the plate. It's been a very offensive-minded roster. She swung on and missed. That'll be 2 away. Strikeout number 4 for Buffington. Back-to-back strikeouts puts 2 on the board, and now Paget with a runner in scoring position will try and see if she can do something here now with 2 outs. Pops it up straight in front of plate. There will be Boudreaux. That will end the inning. They do bring home the tying run, but they leave Uter stranded. 2 hits, 1 run scores, 1 runner left stranded. We now sit at a 1-1 tie. We go to the top of the third. Can the Reign retake their lead? Can the Smokies keep them shut down here in the third frame and see if they can come back themselves? We'll see here in just a moment. Here from Janet Tate Stadium, Northern Chattanooga, Tennessee, been watching Scenic City Collegiate League Softball. Top of the order will come up next here for the Reign. We'll be back in just a moment. Top of the third inning we go from Janet Tate Stadium, Northern Chattanooga, Tennessee. Been watching Phoenix City Collegiate League Softball. Those just tuning in, we sit at a 1-1 draw here through 2. We go to the top half of the frame. It'll be top of the order coming back up for the Reign. Ava Barnes, Johnny Patterson, Allie Shreve will come up. They'll face Alyssa Balcom for the second time here on the morning. The sun continues to shine down here once more. Another beautiful morning here in Northern Chattanooga. It'll be about a mid to high 80s day once more. First pitch from Alyssa Balcom. Down and away for ball 1. Barnes grounded out her last time on the essentially 3-4-3. It bounced off the glove of Paget. Paget then was able to pick it up and make the play. Now Barnes sees the 1-0. Outside again, makes it 2-0. Leading off the first time here this season. .250 on base percentage for her entering in. Sees the 2-0. Outside again, makes it 3-0. Gets greenlit here or not in just a moment. On the season, 2 RBIs, a double, and a home run for her. Takes it down the heart of the play, makes it 3-1. Patterson would come up next. He was the go-ahead run back in the top of the first inning on the sac fly after she singled. 3-1 to Barnes. Hits it hard, shortstop side. Nice pick by Huter. Throw across the first in time. One away. Deep in the hole is short. Huter's able to make the stab. She'll get the bullet across. And for as much as the Smokies offense is dangerous, the defense is just as strong. You see it here. One away in the frame in the top of the third. Brings up Johnny Patterson with one out and nobody on. First pitch to her is high, makes it 1-0. Patterson. A couple hits yesterday, a single to right field her last time up. Fourth on the team in OPS, now a 964 for her. A 360 average, just north of a 480 on-base percentage. Hits it first base side. Paget on a backhand's got it. Out number 2. It brings up Allie Shreve, who walked in, was left stranded at second her last time up. So now the Ohio native comes up for the second time today. Walked and was left stranded at second. She is third on the team in OPS, just north of 1,000. Now a 1088 for her. 276 average, 364 OPS or on base percentage. She'll take ball 1 outside. 724 slugging, the third highest on the team, just behind Loser and Tong. 9 RBIs for her. She leads the team in homers with 4. Takes this one for a strike, makes it 1-1. Hard swinging corner infielder. Fielder mix. She has walked just as many times as she has been struck out. 4 and 4 for her. See if he can drive in RBI number 10. Takes this one for a strike. 1 and 2. 2 outs, nobody on for Shreve. After back-to-back ground outs, Malcolm trying to work a clean top of the third inning. The 1-2. Takes it too far outside, now 2 and 2. Lauren Jamerson would hit next, give him the chance. She singled to left her last time up and got the bases loaded. That allowed Patterson to come in and score on the sac fly. 2-2 to Shreve. Takes it too far outside again. Now full count. She's able to work it. Get on for the second time here this morning. Still at a 1-1 draw here through the top of 3. The Rain and the Smokies, number 1 and 2 in the standings. The 3-2 from Balcom. Skies it foul, stays alive. Trying to work a clean third. She got through the second pretty easily. Shreve trying to get this inning rolling once more with 2 outs. 3-2 once more. Takes it low, ball 4. She'll reach for the second time this morning via the walk. And now it brings up Jamerson. The 2 outs and a runner on brings up the D2 product in Barton College. Had one of the lone hits for the Chill against the Smoke in that Pro Series last week. She had a very strong outing for herself in that Game 3. First pitch to her is called a strike, 0-1. For Jamerson, the former Sweetbriar Vixen, now Barton College product. 259 average, a 310 on base. Only has 1 RBI, but 3 doubles this season. Next one's a strike, makes it 0-2. Runner at first, 2 out. 0-2 to Jamerson. Take it just a tad outside, 1 and 2. Former Rain teammates face off against one another. Balcom on that Smoky Mountain Rain squad from last season that took the championship with Jamerson. Jasmine Mack, the former Rain member, is well behind the plate. We'll see the 1-2. Swung on and missed. Strike 3. That will end the top of the third. No hits, 1 walk, no errors. 1 runner does get left stranded. Third strikeout for Malcolm. We go to the bottom half of the frame. Still tied at 1 apiece between the Smokies and the Smoky Mountain Rain. We'll see if the Smokies can take their first lead of the ball game here as we go to the bottom half of the frame. Janet Tate Stadium in northern Chattanooga, Tennessee. Been watching Scenic City Collegiate League softball here on day 11, the first match of the day. 11:30 will be Red Bats and Bandits, Smoky Mountain Rain, and Smokies tied at 1 apiece. We'll be back in just a moment for the bottom of the third inning. Bottom of the third inning we go. Still tied at 1 apiece between the Rain and the Smokies from Janet Tate Stadium in northern Chattanooga, Tennessee. Breeze is finally starting to blow here on a hot 80-degree or the high 80-degree day once more. Bovington will face off against 9-10 or 9-1 and 2 of this Smoky squad. It'll be Horner, Mack, and Wandall. The first pitch to Horner is called for a strike to make it 0-1. The right fielder steps in for the first time here today. Inside for a strike makes it 0-2. Horner, the Ohio native, all three Ohio members playing in this matchup. 2 for the Rain, 1 for the Smokies. The Miamisburg, Ohio native comes to the plate now for the first time here in the morning. It sees the 0-2. Hits it right back up the middle. Lozer's got it on a hop. Throw to first in time. That'll be out number 1. Horner got it off the very tip of the bat. Was able to just kind of pull it to Lozer, who had to race over to the second base bag and make the play. 1 out now here in the bottom of the third, and it brings up Mack, who flew out and foul ground to right field her last time up. Jasmine Mack comes up, a grand slam for her this season. She is one of 3 players with a grand slam, the other 2 being Gracia Spadia of the Red Bats last night and Avery Dans as well. Excuse me, she has the 4th grand slam. The other one actually belongs to Libby Hooter, her Smoky teammate. First pitch, swing, it drives it deep out the left center field to the top of the wall. It goes. That'll stay in play. A ripping shot to left center. It bounces off the top of the wall and stays in the ball field. So that is going to be a single as it bounced right back to Patterson like a tennis ball. No chance to turn it into 2. It doesn't leave the yard, so it's technically a single. I don't think we've seen that at all this year. And it brings up Wandall. Hits this one, shallow center field. Patterson racing in, can't get to it in time. Throw to second will not be in time. Back-to-back singles for the Smokies. And now it brings up Riley Pescic. What an odd sequence there. So J-Mac rips a line drive to the left center field fence. I thought she might have had it out. Instead, it just bounces off the yellow barrier on top of the fence and stays in play. First pitch to Pescic, right field, gets down, base knock. Jasmine Mack's going to get sent home. Shreve's throw is going to be to the plate, not in time. The run will score. The Smokies take their first lead of the ball game. It's 2-1. Pescic comes up, first pitch swinging as well. Laces a missile down the right field line. It brings home J-Mac. And the Smokies lead for the first time. Second and third, still only 1 out. And it brings up Allie Supin, who was the tying run back in the second. Now an opportunity for her to try and drive in some insurance runs. Wandall at third, Pescic at second. Good speed for the Smokies. First pitch is a strike, 0-1. 1 for 1 with a single already in this one. 2 stolen bases and a run scored. Pescic single to right brings home yet another RBI for her. 3 straight singles. This one stays high. Gets away from Boudreaux. Here comes Wandall. She will score. 3-1 now your score. Wild pitch goes high and away from Boudreaux. It allows now Pescic to reach up to third base. Stupin a chance to see if she can drive in a go-ahead run here, or excuse me, another go-ahead run, I should say. She'll take it on the outer half. Strike 1 and 2. Break out the canoe paddles. And 1-for-1 already. Peshek now at third, one down, 3-1 now your score. The Smokies taking their first lead of the ball game. 1-2 comes up and hits her. Runners at the corners with one away as Stupin is hit by the pitch. It brings up Livy Huter, a single that brought home Stupin last time, where she grounded to third after Loser thought she was able to double off Stupin on the line drive. Instead, the ball bounced in front of her glove. We'll have a conference here on the mound as Huter will come up to the plate, the team leader in homers this season. "17 RBIs for her now. Came into the matchup, tied for second, now has sole possession of it. 10 extra base hits this year for Huter. 3 doubles, a triple, and 6 home runs. 5 stolen bases now. She leads the team in OPS with a 1884. Has runners at the corners, now looking to see if she can tie Riley Peshek in RBIs, or excuse me, come within one of Riley Peshek in RBIs. This one's taken for a strike. Throwdown is picked up. Peshek able to make it back into third. Stupin does swipe the bag. So it is a stolen base for Stupin. Huter comes up now with one away. He's outside, makes it 2-0. Excuse me, it will be 1-1. So the first pitch was called a strike. I apologize. Burkhardt would come up next. Huter again, the tying run, back in the second with a single. Now has second and third with one down. 1-1 stays high, makes it 2-1. Peshek able to drive in the go-ahead run here in the inning. She now stands at third. Stupin at second. She was the tying run back in the second that came home to score on the Huter single. The 2-1. Fouls it off now, makes it 2-2. Peshek single to right. Now puts her at 18 RBIs on the year. I believe that's actually 19. It is 19 RBIs on the year. But now the 2-2. Drives it deep out the left center field. Jamerson trying to track it down. It's overhead and gone. Another homer for Huter. And a 6-1 lead for the Smokies. Seventh homer of the year for Livy Huter. Takes sole possession of RBIs. That's 20 for her on the season. And a 6-1 lead. And it'll bring up Macy Burkhardt. 5 come across here now in the third. Plate umpire will get a new set of softballs here as well. Huter goes deep to left center yet again. She comes up now after striking out looking her last time. First pitch to her is a called strike, 0-1. Buffington now just trying to settle in. She got horned to ground out to start and now has given up 4 hits and a hit by pitch, including a grand slam, or not, excuse me, a grand slam, a 3-run shot. As Burkhardt fouls this one off her leg, makes it 0-2. Huter's 7th home run of the year. Her now team-leading, league-leading 7th homer and 20 RBI. She is the first to 20 this season. Now Burkhardt hits it softly, first base side. Barnes will go to second base with it. Recrozio drops the ball. Barnes just kind of flipped it to her. Recrozio just kind of bobbled it as she tried to kind of trap the ball with both hands. Top hand just drops it, and Burkhart's on for the first time today on the air. And now it brings up Curry, who went down swinging her last time. First pitch to her is fouled off, makes it 0-1. Padgett would come up next, give him the chance here. One away, runner at first. I think I caught a piece of the home plate umpire and did, so they're going to take a second here to let him walk it off. Six to one now your score. Smokies now lead it in this one. First time they've led all morning here in the bottom of the third inning. They tied it back in the second. Horner grounds out to start. J-Mac, Wandal, and Pescic all single. J-Mac almost had a home run to left center where she rifled one off the top of the yellow bar there in right or in left center field. It stayed in play though as it bounced back to Patterson. Wandal then singled. Pescic fires one down the right field line to bring home Jasmine Mack. Supin hit by the pitch. Mondal comes through on the wild pitch to score to make it 3-1. Supin reaches, and then Huter drives all three in. The Smokies now lead 6-1. Huter now up to 20 RBIs on the year, 7 homers. She leads the league and the team. Now Curry comes up. And I feel like the best way to describe how this season is gone for the Smokies, Curry has an over 700 OPS, right? A 730 for her on the year. That is somehow the second worst on the Smokies squad. Above 700 OPS is already a fairly good number. Being somehow second to last with a number like that is kind of insane. It should tell you how strong this Smokies offense has been all season long. Curry's had a good season. 320 average, 370 on-base percentage. She's gone on a quite a high tick. The OPS is solid. But the rest of her teammates have just absolutely smacked the ball as well. And the only person who sits below her in OPS is Macy Burkhart, and that's just because she hasn't played in as many games as everybody else. The home plate umpire still continues to try and walk this one off here. Still 1 out runner at first. 6-1 your score. Smokies lead over the Reign here in the bottom of the third inning. Game 1 here of day 11. Smokies still undefeated. They sit at 10-0 on the season. The Reign now at 5-5. The loss last night put them back at 500. They sit tied for second with the Redbacks. They have the run differential, though, to keep them in second place. Now Curry, the Iowa Hawkeye, comes up for the second time today. Again, struck out swinging her last time. Burkhart now at first after the error. After Barnes and Recrozio trying to combine for the out, and instead it just kind of ends up bobble. Home plate umpire now seems to be okay. With 1 out, a runner on. Curry looks to see if she can get on here for the first time today. Curry comes up with 1 out. Runner at first. It's time called, so it will be called, I believe, at 1-1. The 1-1 now that counts as the home plate umpire. 1 out. A runner on here to start us off in this bottom of the third. We're trying to figure out, I think they're trying to figure out the count. I thought it was just 0-1. He's going to say that it's, so it is 0-1 the count. 0-1 now the count, brings up Curry for the second time, takes the next one inside. Now it's 1-1. We could have just kept it on the scoreboard. It's fine. Curry comes up now for the second time today. 3 stolen bases for her already. Takes this one down and away, makes it 2-1. Padgett will come up next. She flew out to the catcher her last time up. So on the year, 4 RBI, 7 runs. Double for her. She gets a homer. Takes it outside, makes it 3-1. Burkhart at first after the error. The 3-1. Hits it right back up the middle. Trying to make the diving grab. Couldn't get there was Recrozio. A single for Curry. Runners at second and first. Still 1 out. Hard effort play by the second baseman. Just could not make it in time. Now with 1 out, it brings up Padgett. Went to the catcher her last time up for the NAIA product. Has swung the bat very well here for the Smokies this season. Sees the strike to go down 0-1. Former Crowder College JUCO product. Was part of the Smokies squad as well last season. 320 average for her on the year. 79 on base. Just north of 1,000 OPS. A 1059 for her. Deal 1. Take the first strike. Makes it 0-2. Horner will come up next, given the opportunity here. She led off the inning with a ground out. Had 6 RBIs on the year, 3 homers for her already. All of them have pretty much been to the opposite field. Only one of them has been to center, the 0-2. Comes up and clips her. That'll be bases loaded on the hit by pitch. Had to drop the bat to make sure it didn't come foul. And now bases loaded, still 1 away. 8 straight batters have reached for this Smokies lineup. Now it brings up Horner. First pitch to the right fielder for the second time this inning will be taken outside for ball 1. She grounded out again to shortstop to start off the inning. She now has the bases loaded with still 1 out. As the Smokies have found 5 in the inning and have loaded the bases. Takes it away once more, makes it 2-0. Buffington still only up to 62 pitches through this, but third inning has worked her hard. The 2-0. Takes it inside, now 3-0. We'll see if Horner gets red or greenlit here or not in just a moment. Burkhart at third, Curry at second. Great speed. Padgett now at first after the hit by pitch. 8 straight batters have reached. The 3-0. Taking ball for the walk-in a run. 7-1, now your score. Bases stay loaded. And I think this is what's going to happen here. So I think Horner's going to step off. She's now, I think, going to come in and pitch. We're going to see here in just a moment. 7-1, now your score. The Smokies lead over the Reign. Balcom's going to come in and run for Horner. And we mentioned this before. A Smokies player was going to pitch for this Reign squad. And I think it is going to be Amaria Horner. So she'll draw a walk and now come out and pitch. I give to you summer collegiate softball. The Red Bats and Bandits players start to arrive here. They'll get ready for their 11:30 start time in just a moment. Sit a little over an hour into this one. 1 out, bases still loaded. Buffington will get lifted here. She gets the first out and allows 9 straight base runners. 1 of them via the error, 2 hit by pitches, a walk, a homer, and 3 singles. Now Amaria Horner is going to go to pitch. 2 1/3 for Buffington ends her night. Brings up Horner now to pitch for this Reign squad. She started the ball game in right field for the Smokies. We'll see how they orient her in just a moment. We'll see if she just stays in the ball field for the Smokies and plays right field as well. We'll see what they plan on going with. But now she'll face off against Jasmine Mack. Flashes of that 2025 summer season where Jasmine Mack was funny enough on the Reign. Horner was on the Smokies last summer. Now, technically they're teammates on the Smokies, but now Horner's pitching for the Reign in today's matchup, and now Mack is on the Smokies, so just flip them around a little bit, right? So Mack comes up for the second time this inning. She singled on a hard line drive to upper left last time. She'll take ball one here. Takes the next one out away, makes it 2-0. So Horner will go to work here now for this Reign squad after she draws a bases loaded walk. She'll be subbed out for Balcom at first. She'll pitch now for this Reign squad. They've been needing some pitching as Laney's not here today, and Manda Ray Leach, I think, is trying to conserve her arm. Shelby Buffington lifted after 2 1/3 of work. 3-0 now the count to J-Mac. Single and a fly out to foul ground. Her 2 times up. She is one of 4 players with a grand slam this season. She is 4th on the team in OPS with a 14.31. Fouls it off, stays alive, makes it 3-1. That's a Mac 500 average entering in, 522 on base percentage. Already 11 hits for her. Her 9 games played, 8 RBIs, 3 homers. Off speed skies it, second base side. Recrozio is there for out number 2. And now it brings up Wandal. Wandal 1 for 2, a single, and came around to score on a wild pitch back in the third. Or I say back in the third. We're still in the bottom of the third, but to start us off in the third. She'll now chop this one foul, makes it 0-1. Paul Product steps back up to the plate. So sixth on the team in OPS, 1176 for her, a 500 average as well, 542 on base percentage. 8 runs, 6 RBIs. She has 3 doubles on the year, yet to homer. But she has 6 stolen bases. This one called a strike, makes it 0-2. Utility player from the state of Indiana. Horner sets, delivers the 0-2. Off speed, stays away, makes it 1-2. Base is still loaded. Now 2 outs. Curry at third, Padgett at second. Balcom in now for Horner at first after she drew the bases loaded walk. She now pitches for this Reign squad. The 1-2. Skies this one out to left center field. Patterson makes the grab. That will end the inning. And they finally get out of the frame. We go to the top of the 4th. 6 runs come in. 5 hits, 1 error. 2 walks and a hit by pitch. There's going to be 2 hit by pitches and a walk. The bases stay full. The Smokies have now got the offense kicking. Reign will have to make a lot happen here to mount the comeback. 7-1 your score. We'll be right back after this quick break. From Janet Tate Stadium, Northern Chattanooga, Tennessee, you've been watching Tennessee City Collegiate League Softball. To the top of the 4th here in just a moment. We'll be right back after this quick break. Top of the fourth inning we go. 7-1 now your score. The Smokies lead by 6 here as we go to the top of the fourth inning. New first baseman now steps in. It's Tatum McCole coming in for Laura Paget now at first base. Warner stays in the field. She'll be in right field again for the Smokies, even though she's technically still pitching for the Range. But Melissa Balcom will try and go another inning here. She'll face off against Hall. Second time here today. She had a sacrifice fly to deep left her last time to give the Range the early 1-0 lead. He had yet to score since. First pitch to Hall is chopped towards their second base side. Pashik had it between the legs, able to at least make the throw in time. Out number 1 on the first pitch of the inning. Brings up Crozio. Now the second baseman comes up for the second time today. She has grounded out short her last time up. .233 average for her on the season, just north of a .250 on-base percentage. This one's called a strike, going 1 to her. Seven RBIs, 7 runs this season. 3 stolen bases on the year. She's only struck out twice. Hits it right back up the middle, picked off by Balcom, throws the first in time, 2 away. Now it brings Amanda Ray Leach, who grounded out the second her last time. Leach, funny enough, 7th on the team in OPS, a 729 for her. A 320 on-base percentage, a 227 batting average. She'll swing at the first pitch to go down 0-1. The JUCO product from Newton, Mississippi comes in. Next one outside, makes it 1-1. 7 runs, 6 RBIs for her on the season. A double and a home run for her this year. She's a 1-1. Hits it, shortstop side. Huter's got it, throws the first in time, and that will end the inning. Quick frame here for the Smokies. They get through it 1-2-3. No hits, no errors, no one reaches. We go to the bottom of the fourth. 7-1 your score. Smokies lead in this one now over the Range. They'll go to the top of the, or they'll go to the bottom half of the fourth. 6-1 lead for the Smokies. Are able to find 5 in the frame. We'll be right back after this quick break as the Rain will head back out to the field. Smokies head back up to hit. We'll be right back after this quick break. Bottom of the fourth will go from Janet Tate Stadium, Northern Chattanooga, Tennessee. Been watching Scenic City Collegiate League softball. We'll be back in just a moment for day 11. Bottom of the fourth inning we go. 7-1 now your score. Smokies lead over the Rain here through the top half of 4. 3, 4, and 5 will now come up for this Smoky squad. Warner will go for her second inning of work here Now she'll throw the first pitch out and away for ball one. Couple changes here defensively now for the Reign as well. It'll now be Lozer, the battery. She moves in from shortstop now to behind the plate. Joe Recrosia will now move over from second to short. Amanda Ray Leach moves from the DP now to second as Shreve comes into third base. This one called a strike, makes it 1-1. Allie Shreve now moves in from right field to third. Tong will move to the DP spot as well. Boudreaux moves from behind the plate out to right field. Hall takes over for Barnes at first base. They'll change between DP and first baseman. Peshek swings through the off speed to make it 1-2. Patterson, Jamerson will stay the same. Everybody else is changed up on us here. Horner's still on the mound for this second inning of work. She goes through 2/3 of a frame in the last time. She'll foul this one off as Peshek to keep it at 1-2. Peshek put in the go-ahead run back in the third inning. She struck out swinging her first time up. We're going to see if she can reclaim her RBI lead, as now Livy Uter has taken that away from her. She's up to 20 on the season. Next one stays outside, makes it 2-2. Peshek now up to 19 RBIs on the year. She is third in OPS with a 1575. 5 doubles and 5 homers. Now skies this one down the right field line. Boudreaux is there, out number 1. Brings up Supin, who has reached twice today. So now the Mississippi State product comes to plate. Highest batting average out of anybody this season, a 649, just shy of a 700 on-base percentage. And over 1,800 OPS, sits second on the team behind Uter. She'll take ball one outside. She has reached on a single and a hit by pitch. She has 3 stolen bases already and 2 runs scored. 16 RBIs for her, 25 runs. She'll drive this one deep to center, over the head of Patterson, off the top of the wall. It stays in the field. Supin will make her way into second. That's the second time today that has happened. A double for Allie Supin. A foot shy of a home run. The wind was blowing out there to straightaway center, just could not muscle it out. But another extra base hit. And it brings up Uter. First pitch to her is inside for ball one. Lozer keeps an eye at Supin. She swiped third multiple times here this season already. Hit her a single and a home run. Her team leading 7th already this year. 25th hit of the season for Supin. 1-0 driven hard down the line. Foul. 1-1. You're now up to 11 extra base hits. Over half of her knocks this season have been extra basers. 20 hits on the year for her. 588 average and a 622 on base percentage. 1-1 is taken away, makes it 2-1. Two one to the Alabama State product. Off speed driven, left center field, gets down and goes to the wall. Supin's going to score standing. Uter into second base, another extra base hit. 8-1, now your score, still 1 away. Another run scored for Supin, 3 in the game already for her. Uter drives in yet another RBI. 5 RBIs already in the game for Uter, and it brings up Burkhart for the 3rd time today. She's over 2, reaching on an error, and is struck out looking. First pitch to her is a strike, 0-1. Uter now stands at second. Burkhart, a 296 hitter entering in on the day, 367 on base percentage. Now hits this one hard, right center field. That ball gets down and rolls all the way to the wall. Here comes Uter. She's going to score. Burkhart into second base on a stand. 9-1 your score. Another extra base hit. And the Smokies now lead by 8. And a run shy of double digits for the 10th time this season. And now it brings up Logan Curry. 1 for 2 with a single and a strikeout swinging today. She was left stranded at third, back in the third. Now comes up with a runner in scoring position. First pitch swinging, drives it center field. Patterson back to the wall. It's gone. Logan Curry's first home run of the summer. And the Smokies hit double digits for the 10th time this season. (11-1) now your score. 10 out of 11 games have seen double digits for the Smokies offensively. 4 straight extra base hits, 3 of them doubles and a homer, and now Tana McCole will step in for Alora Paget here with 1 down. McCole will hit now for Paget. She came in the top half of the 4th at first base. She'll hit for the first time here this morning. Off speed, bounces the dirt, makes it 1-0. The Smoky teammates now face one another here. McCool, the Smoky last season alongside Horner. They're back with this squad again this summer. The Jacksonville youth product at the plate once more. 1-0 called a strike, makes it 1-1 now to McCool. He comes in for the first time here today. 231 average, 375 on base percentage. Called strike, makes it 1-2. Horner will come up next here in just a moment. .837 OPS. Fouls this one off her leg, stays alive 1-2. 837 OPS for her on the year. 8 runs, only 3 RBIs. She has homered twice, though. She has been hit by a pitch 3 times this season and walked 3 times to left-hander. She fouls it off and stays alive. Corner outfielder, first baseman. Former Tokyo Creek Kuro back in high school. The former state weightlifter back in high school as well. 1 out, sees the 1-2. Stays high, makes it 2-2. Steps in for Paget now. They'll skip over Horner in the lineup. When taken down and in, 3-2. Next pitch from Horner. Hits it, first base side foul, stays alive once more. (11-1). Now your score. Logan Curry's first homer of the season brings them to double digits. They have done so 10 out of 11 games this year. The only time they didn't was when they faced Olivia Laney. They still won 5-0. The 3-2. Taken, called, strike 3, and that will be out number 2. First strikeout for Horner. And they'll bring up Jasmine Mack. Now J-Mac comes up a single for her that she line drived off the top of the fence her last time. She was the go-ahead run back in that 3rd inning. She fouls this one off to go down 0-1. Flew out the second her last time up. She's 1 for 3 now on the game. She was the first one that hit one off the top of that left center field fence off the yellow line that bounced back into play. She'll foul this one off to go down 0-2. See if she can get on for the second time today, the catcher from Memphis. Carolina native comes back up to the plate. A late addition to this Smoky squad. She comes back here to run it back in the Scenic City Collegiate League. 0-2. Bounces in the dirt and gets away, 1-2. When Dahl would hit next, give him the chance. She singled her last time up and flew out to center. Warner now talks with her catcher for the moment. Two outs, nobody on. 11-1 now your score. Four have come across here in the frame. Warner sets once more across for Mack. The 1-2. Hits it first base side, gets through and into right field, a base knock. No throw will come in. 2 out single for Jasmine Mack brings up Wendell. The inning continues here for the Smokies. Now here comes the left fielder. 1 for 3 is she today. A single, a run scored. And now drives this left center field. This ball's going to get all the way to the wall. Here comes Jasmine Mack into third. She's going to get sent home. Throw gets thrown into third. It's going to allow for Mack to score. Wendell into second. 12-1 now your score. And the offense continues for the team in black and white. Wendell into second once again. And now it brings up Riley Peshek, who started off this inning with a line out to right. Five-run frame here for the Smokies. First pitch to Peshek is a strike, 0-1. And for the second time in as many innings, the Smokies have batted around the lineup. The 0-1. Take it for a strike, 0-2. 1 for 3. The single that brought in the go-ahead run in the third inning has struck out swinging and lined out to right. Takes this one called. Strike 3 on the outer half to end the inning. Another strikeout for Horner, but not before the damage is done. 5 come through. The runner does get left stranded. 12-1 now your score. We go to the top of the 5th. Falcom's going to try and work another frame here in just a moment. 12-1 now your score. Smokies find themselves ahead over the rain once again. They hit double digits for the 10th time this season. We'll be back in just a quick moment. From Janet Tate Stadium, Northern Chattanooga, Tennessee, been watching Scenic City Collegiate League Softball. 12-1 your score. The rain down to the Smokies. They'll come up to hit and see if they can find some offense here. We'll be back in just a moment here on day 11, game 1. Top of the 5th inning we go. 12-1 now your score. Smokies lead over the rain by 11. They bring home 5 in the bottom half of 4th. It now brings up 8, 9, and 10 of this rain lineup. Loser, Boudreau, and Tung will come up. Loser has reached on a walk and stole a base already today. She'll come up for the second time now. She'll face Falcom once again. She'll try and work 5 here. First pitch to her is a strike, makes it 0-1. Longest outing so far this year for Balcom so far. Loser again, second on the team in OPS this year, 1331 for her, a 500 average. Just shy of 15 or a 550 on base percentage, I should say. Takes this one down the way, makes it 1-1. One change here for defensively once again for the Smokies. Tessa Jacobs now steps in behind the plate. for Jasmine Mack. Everybody else stays the same once more. 1-1 from Balcom. Takes it outside. Yeah, Jacobs got a piece of that. Kind of scooped through her glove. It almost looked like she looked at it like, is there a hole in this thing? Now 2 on the count. Nobody on, nobody out here for Loser to start us off. Next pitch hits it softly. Second base side. Over the head of Peshigan into right field, a base knock. Leadoff single for Loser. Second time today she's gotten on. Now it brings up Boudreaux with nobody out. Boudreaux struck out swinging her last time. Just shy of a 300 average for her this year. 310 on base percentage. 2 doubles for her. First pitch of the strike, 0-1. 3 RBIs, 4 runs now for Boudreaux on the season as the catcher outfielder mix comes back up to the plate, sees the 0-1. Down the way for a ball, makes it 1-1. Tong will come up next. She struck out looking her first time up. Actually, we're going to have Kendall Frazier, I believe, hit for Tong, so that will indeed be the case. She sits in the on-deck circle at least, so we'll see if that sticks or not. Next pitch in, down, and in for a strike, 1-2. Malcolm sets with a runner at first and 1 out. 1-2 to Boudreaux. Stays high with it, now 2-2. Athletic catcher Tessa Jacobs steps in now behind the plate for Jasmine Mack. She comes in for hit for her as well. It was a clean change of 1-for-1 for Paget and McCole earlier in this contest. Yeah, as Boudreaux fouls it off, makes it 2-2. McCole now stands at first base for Paget. Everybody else stays the same defensively here for the Smokies and find themselves ahead now 12-1. Back-to-back innings, they bat around the order. They find 6 in the third. They find 5 here in the fourth. Reign have yet to score a run since that first inning on the sac fly from Hall. Stays outside, full count, is able to work it. Frazier will hit for Tong here next. Top of the order will follow up. The 3-2. Hits it softly, second base side. Pesek has to look to Loser, will make the throw to first in time. Loser almost took out Pesek as they go around her. The runner does advance. And now an RBI opportunity here for Frazier with 1 out. So now Kendall Frazier with 2 fingers still taped together comes back in. Yesterday reached all 3 times, once by an error. Double and a single for her made her 2 for 3. She'll see ball 1 outside. Barnes will come up next here in just a moment. Frazier 6th on the team in OPS, just north of a 900. Swings and misses, makes it 1-1. Florida native with a 909 on base, 909 on OPS. If he had a 909 on base, that would be historic. 500 on base for her, a 364 batting average this season. The 1-1. Swung on and missed, 1-2. Runner at second, 1 out. Chance to score another run here for the Reign. They find themselves down 12-1. The 1-2 stays low in the dirt, now 2-2. Trying to work her 5th inning here. Giving up that run in the first. She has worked it clean since. Longest outing we've seen from her this summer. The 2-2. Takes it outside, works it full once more. Her first at-bat of the ball game comes in for Tong here now as a pinch hitter. Frazier with a double, has yet to homer this year. She has been hit by the pitch 5 times. She's only walked once naturally. She'll swing on and miss for strike 3. And now 2 down here in the frame as it brings up Barnes. Another strikeout for Balcom. 4 on the day for her already, and it brings up Barnes 0 for 2. First pitch to her is outside for ball 1. So Barnes, who started at first base today, now the DP, has grounded out to a makeshift first and second after Patrick had one bounce off her glove to start off the ball game, and Patrick was able to make the play. It was a 3-4-3. She grounded out to short her last time. 1 out, chops it, second base side. Patrick behind the bag, able to make the play, throws the first in time, and that will end the inning. 1 hit allowed, 1 runner gets on. They do leave Loser stranded. We go to the bottom half of the frame. 12-1 still your score. Smokies lead by 11. We go to the bottom half of the frame. We'll be back after this quick break from Janet Tate Stadium, Northern Chattanooga, Tennessee. Been watching Scenic City Collegiate League Softball. Wait, we might see. This might just end it out. Psych, we won't go to the bottom of the 5th. They're going to call it for the 10 runs, and they will call it here. So don't go anywhere, because that means it's over. 12-1 is going to be the final. Smokies take it here over the rain. Another 10-run game for the Smokies. They have done it 10 out of 11 times this summer. They stay undefeated, 11-0. That'll end it out here. Buffington will take the loss. She goes 2 1/3. Corner comes in relief of her, goes 2 2/3 to minimize the damage, but by then, it's already too late. Balcom goes the complete 5. They don't even need to see Avery Chamblin, who was supposed to come in after her. Instead, Smokies take it here in 5. That'll go ahead and round it out here. Final score 12-1. Smokies stay undefeated, 11-0 on the year. Rainfall to 5 and 6. They now sit in 3rd, just behind the Red Bats at 5 and 5. They'll actually play up next. Red Bats will take on the Bandits here. It's scheduled for 11:30. Stick around though for a little bit. We might have this game start early. We'll find out in just a moment. But with that being said, that'll round it out here. Buffington will take the loss. Balcom will take the victory. Started off as a 1-1 ball game back in the 2nd inning. And then all the offense occurred here for this Smokies squad. They find 11 runs between the 3rd and 4th. 5 in the 3rd, 6 in the 3rd, 5 in the 4th. That ended here. From Janet Tate Stadium in Northern Chattanooga, Tennessee, we'll take a quick break. Red Bats and Bandits will head up next. Smokies take it once again, 12-1 the final. The rainfall to 5 and 6. Smokies stay undefeated again, 11-0. We'll be back at it again tomorrow, as we'll try and get everything correctly done here. So Smokies will play Rain again tomorrow at 11:30. Red Bats will play Bandits again tomorrow. They'll play them here this morning, though. So through 5, Smokies take it here tonight. They'll play one another again tomorrow at the 11:30 game. Red Bats and Bandits will go at it here in just a moment. We'll see when that time is just yet. But with that being said, thank you everyone again for tuning in. From Janet Tate Stadium, Northern Chattanooga, Tennessee, you've been watching Scenic City Collegiate League Softball of Day 1. Smokies defeat the Rain here through 5. My name is Mason Strong. It's been a pleasure to call for y'all once more. Stick around. We got Red Bats and Bandits coming up right after this. Thank you, everyone, and have a good rest of your day.